Imagine sitting in a dimly lit CalArts classroom, 1975. Alexander Mackendrick, the director behind The Sweet Smell of Success, gestures at a cluttered storyboard scattered with sharp sketches and scribbles. He doesn't just teach how to shoot a film, he's peeling back the mystery of storytelling itself. What if I told you that these handouts hold the secret blueprint every filmmaker quietly dreams of? Stick with me, we're diving under the hood of cinematic storytelling like you've never seen. Mackendrick doesn't start with camera angles or lighting. He throws us straight into the chaotic art of storytelling, where every shot must serve the story's soul. In one legendary lecture, Mackendrick blasted directors obsessed with their cool shots, while their story gasped for air. He described a scene from The Man in the White Suit, where a simple close-up of a worried face pulled the entire narrative thread tighter than any fancy angle ever could. He likened story structure to a Swiss watch, gears interlocking perfectly with no part wasted. Shots work like ticking gears, constantly pushing the plot forward. Remove a gear and the entire timepiece your film stutters or stops. It's not about coolness, it's about ruthless efficiency. That clarity brings a powerful shift. The audience isn't overwhelmed, they're immersed. Mackendrick showed how a single inefficient shot can numb emotions, but a coherent story-driven shot ignites the mind, transforming the act of watching into a visceral, unforgettable ride. If story is your skeleton, visual devices are your muscles, gestures, and voice. Mackendrick unveils how filmmakers borrow unique cinematic tools to tell stories words can't touch. In class, Mackendrick pointed to Sweet Smell of Success, where Burt Lancaster's cold glance says more about power and decay than a whole page of dialogue ever could. That single glance, a masterstroke, an image compressed with layers of narrative gravity. He compared contrast in film to chiaroscuro painting, the push and pull of light and shadow exposing what's hidden beneath the surface. Whether it's a sunlit smile hiding betrayal or harsh shadows hinting danger, contrast draws invisible emotional maps for the audience's subconscious. Mackendrick urged filmmakers to find poetry in ordinary actions, coffee cups, a flickering neon sign, then turn these into silent carriers of plot or character arc. Like a magician's sleight of hand, a mundane moment, if framed rightly, can explode into a turning point the viewers never saw coming. You might think editing is just cutting film, but Mackendrick treats it like sculpting, carving raw story clay into razor-sharp emotional truth. Mackendrick shared a story from his time on The Sweet Smell of Success, where an extended conversation scene was sliced down mercilessly. The result? Tension rose dramatically, proving that cutting fat isn't losing story, it's letting the real story breathe and punch harder. He explained editing via the rhythm of jazz drumming. Notes held or chopped set the tone, the pace, the emotions. In film, every cut creates a beat that your viewer's heart syncs with. Mess with rhythm and you lose them, nail it and you control their emotional pulse. The biggest shock, he hated over-editing or flashy spins. He believed the greatest director's work disappears, leaving only pure story flow. This economy of storytelling reveals a deeper truth. Less complexity can deliver far more impact, beating the drum of authenticity in every frame. Remember that dusty CalArts classroom? Mackendrick's handouts aren't just instructions, they're an invitation to see filmmaking as a deliberate, powerful language. Next time you watch a film or start a project, try framing your story first, cut everything that doesn't serve it, and look for that single image that says it all. Master these and you're not just making movies, you're making moments no one forgets. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.